SnapCreator has a feature called Global Configuration Files. This allows you to separate storage controller or virtualization credentials from configuration files. This enables storage or cloud administrators to control access while allowing application or VM administrators to handle the backup and restores. There are two possible types of global configuration files. There's an environmental global config and a profile level global config. Information is first loaded from environmental global configurations, then profile global configurations, and then finally the configuration file itself. This means that the information in the configuration file has the ultimate say on what's being run. An environmental level global configuration can be created from the SnapCreator GUI by clicking the globe icon, Create Global Configuration. Click Next. Notice that the default config name is Global. Click Next. You can choose your type of plugin, either a virtualization plugin or none. Click Next. Choose your transport. Then enter your controller credentials. Notice there are no volumes selected, so when a configuration file is created, these logon credentials will need to be edited and the volumes will need to be added. Click Next. If you're using a data fabric manager, enter the credentials here, click Next, and finally Finish. You'll notice that your new configuration file, global, is added. This is at a level outside of the backup profiles. So now we create a new configuration file. And you'll notice in several screens you have the option to fetch information from that global config. Now I've fetched that information, notice that there's no volume selected. So now I'll have to edit. I can't change any of this information from the global config, so I click Next, which gives me the list of volumes. I add the volumes I need, click Save, and move along. You also have the option to fetch proxy or port information for Protection Manager from the global config file. And when you open your new config file, you'll notice that things like the login credentials are blank because that information is fetched from your global config. Since these credentials are not part of the config, when you perform an action such as snapshot, you'll need to click the global button. And as you can see, SnapCreator finished successfully. So if you want to create a profile level global configuration file, you go to the profile in question, right click, select New Config, and then select Advanced Options. You have to type in some name here to continue. Then you have the option of specifying your config type. I'm going to specify a global config. Select Next. Select either virtualization plugin or none. Next. Put in your port information. Enter your controller name and credentials. DFM information if it applies, and Finish. Now notice that I have a global level config file as well as a environmental level global config file. This completes working with global configuration files using the SnapCreator GUI.